determine the maximum tensile stress and maximum stress of the component shown in the figure. Here, this is the component subjected to a load of 1,000 newtons, okay, which is of circular section of 50 mm diameter, and the total height is 400 mm. Okay, and the radius is 100 mm. Okay, the radius of curvature is 100 mm. Okay, we need to find out the maximum shear stress and tensile stress and maximum shear stress. Okay, so to find the maximum shear stress and maximum tensile stress, I need to know the value of sigma naught and sigma I, that is stress at the outer fiber and stress at the inner fiber. Okay, I need to find out these two values. And if you look at the outer surface, that is this surface, the outer surface is under the direct stress and the measure, which is compressive in nature. Okay, so sigma naught is equal to sigma d minus sigma d naught. Okay, when we stress at the outer fiber, because the outer fiber experiences compression or tension. Compression or tension.
So it will be compression, sir.
It is compression. So similarly,
Compression.
sigma I is sigma d plus sigma di, because the inner fiber experiences the tension. So this is positive, and here this is negative. Okay. Now, if I write this as the cross section is circular. Okay. Now it is there is a circular cross section, and now the circular cross section is here. One will be the load line and one will be the center line of curvature. Okay. So if you look at the figure, this is the cross section area. We need to find out the maximum tensile stress and maximum shear stress. So the center line is here, whereas the load line is here. So this is the center line of curvature, and this is the load line. Okay. So here it is upward. So this is the load line. So this is there. That is equal to 1,000 newton. Okay. So now if I mark the radius, here is radius. This is Ri, and this is okay, and centroidal line will be passing through the center of the circular cross section. So this is centroidal axis, and neutral axis will be somewhere here. Okay, this is neutral axis. Okay, the distance between the centroidal axis and the inner surface, the distance between the centroidal axis and the inner surface is known as C1, whereas the distance between the centroidal axis and the outer surface is known as C2. And the distance between the inner radius and the neutral axis is Ci, and the distance between the neutral axis and the outer radius is C1. And the distance between the CA and the central axis and neutral axis is okay. And the distance between the central axis and the load line is the perpendicular distance. Okay. Now, what is Ri? This is Rn. This is Rn, and this is Rc. What is the value of Ri? The value of Ri is 100 mm. Okay. So Ri is 100. And what is R0? Ri is 100. R0 is, see, this is Ri. and this is R naught.
150.
So it is 100 plus 50. So it is 150. So it is 150 mm. Okay. And what is RC? RC?
125.
RC can be written as Ri plus C1. Ri plus C1, where C1 is equal to 50 by 2, that is the diameter 50 mm divided by 2, that is 25. So RC is 100 plus 25 is 125. And what is Rn? For the Rn, we have an equation, that is Rn is equal to root of R naught plus root of Ri whole square divided by 4. Okay, this is from equation 25.60. Okay, so from this equation, you can get the value of Rn. So can you calculate the value of Rn? Root of 150 plus root of 100 and divided by 4. What is the answer?
5.56. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
It is root of 150
123.73.
root of 100 and whole square divided by 4. So it is 123.73 mm. So this is Ri. So now we know this. So here Ri is 100, Rn is 123.73, and R naught is 150, and Rc is 125 mm. So what is E? E is Rn minus Rc, or Rc minus Rn. Rc minus Rn, that is 125 minus 123.73. So it is 1.26 mm. Okay, E is 1.26 mm. And what is Ci? What is Ci?
R naught minus R1.
Ha.
So here
Rn minus Ri
Rn minus
minus
Ri
Ri.
is 123.73 minus 100. So that is 23.73 mm is the Ci. And C naught is
R naught minus Rn.
R naught minus
Rn.
okay, Rn. So that is 150 minus 123.73. So it is 6.27 mm. C naught. C naught, Ci, and this is the and L. What is the value of L? What is L? What is this L?
400 mm, sir.
Huh? No.
It is the length, sir.
No, it is the length, but how much?
Sir,
150, sir.
100 plus 50.
$250, sir.
Just look into it.
Half of this.
See, what is L? What is L? It is the distance between the load and the central axis. So the central axis is here and the load axis is here. See, if you look at this figure, it is just the distance between this load line and the central axis. What is this distance? 25, 100, 20. Right? From here it is half of the circle, that is half of the circular cross section, 25 plus 100 plus 100 and plus 25. So this is 25, this is 100, this is 100 and this is 25. So it is 250. 250 mm. Is it clear? Any doubt with this L?
No, sir.
Okay, now we have all the values to calculate the stress. So the combined stress the outer fiber, that is sigma naught, that is equal to sigma D minus sigma B naught, that is equal to F by A minus MD C naught by AE R naught. Because we need to find out the area also. We need the area. So what is the value of the area? It is pi d square by 4. That is pi into 50 square divided by 4. So it is 1963.49 mm square. Okay. Yes. Now the combined stress at the outer fiber is at least 1000 Newton, that divided by 1963.49 minus what is the MD? MD is equal to force into perpendicular distance. So here force is 1000 Newton, that multiplied by 250 mm. So it is 250 into 10 power 3 Newton mm. Okay, so it is 250 into 10 power 3 multiplied by what is Q naught? It is Q naught is 26.27. So 26.27 mm, that divided by area is 190.19.
Area D is 25, sir.
Pardon? Come again?
Sir, in area D 25, sir.
Oh, that is 50. Diameter is 50 mm, so area is pi d square by 4.
No,
It is
then
1963.49. Is correct?
then it will be 90 point something.
How many? 5 multiplied by 50 square. And that divided by 4. 30 square by 4. 1963.
So it will be 490.87.
Which one?
Area, sir.
Area.
Yes, sir. You forgot to divide it by
How?
4, sir. Sir, if radius is 25, na, sir.
No, man. See, can you see the screen, right?
Oh, yes,
What is
sir.
this?
50.
Ah. Okay, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, don't get
It's
confused
fine.
with this. Okay, don't get confused with length 250. Okay,
Yes, sir.
because here the component is like this. Okay, and here the central axis and here the load line. Okay, and the radius of curvature is 100 mm. Okay, so if this is 100, then this is also 100, right? And this is also 100. And what is this? Since it is 50 mm diameter, this is 25 and this is 25. So 25 plus 100 plus 100 plus 25. So L is 250. Whereas the area is 5d square by 4, that is 5 into 2 square by 4. So it is 1963.49 mm square. Any doubt?
No, sir. It's fine, sir.
Okay, now what is the eccentricity? It is 1.26. So 1.26 multiplied by what is the R naught? R naught is 50 mm. So what is the answer? By 1.26. 150.
Sir, minus
Mhm.
17.12. Sir, the total answer. It's the total answer, sir. Minus 17.12. Minus 17.12.
1.2.
Yes, sir. 120.
Okay. Okay, I got 1.8. Okay, you may get 1.2 because of calculation. Okay, you know the Newton per mm square. Okay, this is sigma naught. This is stress at the combined stress. This is combined stress. Combined stress. And the bending stress at the outer fiber is this. On this minus 17.69. It's the bending stress at the outer fiber. And the combined stress at the outer fiber is this. Okay. Similarly, you find the combined stress at the inner fiber. That is sigma I, that is equal to sigma D plus sigma DI. This is equal to IMS by A plus MDCI by AERI. Means F is 1000 Newton and the area is 193.49 plus MD is 25 250 into 10 power 3 and that will declare what is CI, what is the value of CI?
23.73. CI is 23.73.
So this is 23.73. Okay, and that divided by area is again 1960.49 and E is 1.26. That multiplied by RI. RI is 100
100
mm.
mm.
So here RI is 100. So the answer is so it is 3.92. So 23.92 plus 0.509. It is 24.429 or 4.43 Newton per mm square. This is stress at the inner fiber. So sigma O is 17.18 minus 17.18 Newton per inch square, and sigma I is 24.43 Newton per inch square. Okay. Therefore, the maximum normal stress is equal to sigma I, that is 24.43 Newton per ounce square. And hence, the maximum shear stress, is 1 by 2 sigma max, that is equal to 1 by 2 sigma I, that is equal to 1 by 2, 24.43 is 12.215 Newton per mm square. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, the next question. Find the stresses at the inner and outer fiber of the machine frame of I section as shown here. Okay. Here, you can say this is here, this section, okay, where this is 100 mm and this is 60 mm and this is 10 and this is also 10 and the overall length is 120. Okay. And the load line and the center line of curvature both are on the same line, on the same axis. So this is center line and this is itself load line, that is load is 20 kilonewton. Okay. So now find out the stress at the inner fiber and the outer fiber. And the Ri is given as 80 mm. So now find out the stress at the inner fiber and the outer fiber. So how to find the values? So this is Ri and the central axis may come somewhere here. I don't know. This is central axis and the neutral axis may come here. Neutral axis. Okay. The distance between the inner fiber and the central axis is known as P1. The distance between the central axis and the outer fiber is P2. The distance between the neutral axis and the inner fiber is Pi. The distance between the outer and the neutral axis is P0. Okay. The distance from the load line to the neutral axis is Rn. The distance from the centroidal axis to the line of curvature is Rc. Okay. Here Rc and the perpendicular distance both are same. Okay. Now what is Ri? What is the value of Ri?
80 mm, sir. It's given.
So it is 80 mm and R naught is
80 plus 120.
so it is 80 plus 120. That is 200 mm. Okay. And now we need Rn and Rc for this. Okay. So how can we Rc? How to get the value of Rc? To find the value of Rc, I need to find the Cg. Okay, I need to find the Cg. So doing the inner fiber and the Cg. So here, can I divide this I section into? Okay, can we divide like this? 3 areas. So the C1 is
Yes,
nothing but it is equal to x bar. So x bar is equal to here see there are 1, 2, and 3. Three areas are there. So x bar is a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 x3 divided by a1 plus a2 plus a3. Okay, what is a1? This is the thickness is 10 mm and the height is 100, and here the height is 60 and the thickness is again 10, and this is also 10 by the total length is 120, so 120 is 300, so it is 10 by 100. So the first section is 10 by 100 and the second section is 100 by 10 and the third area is 10 by 60. Okay, so if I take this as the origin, that is 0, 0 as a reference, so what is x1?
85, sir. Or should we take from
X1. This is the reference line, okay, or the datum. Okay, x1 is the Cg of the first area, which is at a distance of
5.
Half of the thickness is 5. So x1 is 5. And what is x2? X2 is half of it. What is the half of the second area? It is here. So that is 50 plus
10.
50, sir. Plus 10.
60 mm. And what is x3? X3 is
115.
see the half of this 10 is 5. So 5 plus 100 plus 10. 5 plus 100 plus 10, that is 115. And the areas are 1000 mm square, 1000 mm square, and this is 600 mm square. So x bar is 1000 into 5 plus 1000 into 60 plus 1000 into 115 divided by 1000 plus 1000 plus 600. So the answer is
50.53.
plus
51.53.
So it is 51.53 mm. So the CB of this I section is passing at a distance of 51.53 mm from the that is the inner radius. So here RC is RI plus C1, that is 80 plus 51.53, that is 131.53. So RC 131.53. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, next, what is Rn? What is Rn? For Rn, we have an equation that is A divided by bi natural log of Ri plus Ai divided by Ri plus b2 natural log of R minus A naught by Ri plus Ai plus b naught natural log of R naught divided by R naught minus A naught. Okay, this is from equation 25.63. Okay, now I will tell you which are dimensions. See, this is AI 10 mm. Okay, this is A naught, that is again 10 mm. Okay, and this is DI, that is 100 mm, and this is B naught 60 mm. Okay, and this is B2, that is 10 mm. Okay, and you know the value of Ri and R naught. So what is Rn? Therefore, Rn is the area is nothing but V1 plus A2 plus A3. Okay, that divided by the remaining. So Rn is V1 plus A2 plus A3 is 1000 plus 1000 plus 600, that is 600 mm square, divided by Di is 100 and natural log of what is Ri? Ri is 80 mm. 80 plus Ai is 10, that divided by 80 plus B2 is 10 multiplied by natural log of R naught. R naught is 200 mm. So R naught is 200 minus A naught is again 10. That divided by Ri is 80 plus Ai is 10 plus B naught is 60 multiplied by natural log of R naught is again 200. That divided by 200 minus A naught is 10. So the answer is
116.
so 307.57. So this is 116.445 mm. Okay. So Rn is 116.445 45 mm. So what is Ci? Ci is Rn minus R3 and C naught is the Ci is Rn minus R and C naught is R naught minus Rn and E is C minus R. So once you know all these values, you can find out the stresses at the inner fiber and outer fiber. Okay.